In this matriarchal world, all women are able to pilot a type of mecha called IS. However, the protagonist, as the only male in the world capable of piloting an IS, was forced to transfer to this all-girls academy. On his first day, since he was the only boy, the teacher asked Chika to introduce himself.
折村一華です。よろしくお願いします。
The next second, everyone in the room fainted. At that moment, a woman stepped forward and punched Chika. This woman, dressed in a black uniform, turned out to be Chika's older sister, Shifuyu, who had been missing for a year. Upon learning that Shifuyu was their homeroom teacher, the girls in the class couldn't stop screaming in excitement. They idolized Shifuyu, as she had once been a national champion in IS mecha competitions. But one day, she suddenly disappeared, and no one expected that she would become a teacher here. Later, Alice introduced IS to the class. IS, she explained, was a wearable device invented in Japan, originally intended for military use. It eventually evolved into a competitive sport. This academy was the only one in the world dedicated to IS education. Generally, only women could operate IS mechas, but due to Chika's unique physiology, he became the only male capable of using IS. That evening, after classes, Chika went to his dorm room. Looking at the tidy bed, he marveled at how great the environment was. Just then, a familiar voice echoed through the room. Chika tried to hide, but it was too late. Kobayashi had just stepped out of the bathroom, wearing nothing but a towel. The scene was incredibly awkward. Chika quickly turned his head away, realizing that he and Kobayashi had been assigned to the same room. However, Kobayashi, feeling embarrassed and angry, grabbed a wooden sword and attempted to kill Chika. Chika quickly dodged and fled outside the room. Relieved to have escaped, he suddenly noticed the wooden sword piercing through the door. Thanks to his quick reflexes, he narrowly avoided the attack. But to his dismay, the hallway was now packed with girls. They gathered around him, concerned and asking what had happened. With so many girls watching him, Chika had no choice but to beg Kobayashi to let him back into the room. Seeing all the girls outside, inviting Chika to stay in their rooms, Kobayashi finally relented and allowed him to re-enter the dorm.